I've said it before. Anybody gets between me and my children, I'll kill them. That's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
It's really easy.
That's exactly.
And Peter Dutton, if you want to start tracking me, because I'm sure you already are, because I've got information suggesting that people in your department are penetrating other political parties to bring them down, which is weaponising security services against people's democratic rights. Peter, if you genuinely want to protect pedophiles, keep doing what you're doing. Otherwise, you'd open your mouth and do something to remove the 90-year suppression order. Peter, the pedophile protecting Homeland Security man. Oh, and while we're on Peter, let's throw this one in. Is it true, Peter, the man who won't speak up about the 90-year suppression order, is it true you recently sold a $5 million house in Queensland, made a tidy $2 million profit, just because there was a 5G tower built out in front?
Yes.
Is that true? Now, I wonder, is that true?
I actually visited.
So, Peter, the Homeland Security Minister who was protecting pedophiles by keeping his big fat mouth shut, mate, say something, lift the suppression order, and reveal the names of the former Prime Ministers, the judges and the police on that order. But you won't, will you, Peter?
No, they won't. Because their life is more important than their own children's life. There's the difference between us and them. Will I remove my heart to give it to my son? In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Would he? No, because if he did, he'd be saying, if you're going to kill me for exposing who you are, so be it. But at least I know when I'm not here, my children are safe.
That's right.
But no, it's not. They don't care, right? I see my son hanging his head down, and I ask him what's wrong. It might be just having a bad day. I see my daughter sitting in her room for 3 or 4 hours, not normal. I'll knock on the door. Can I come in, Dad? Are you okay? Because I know, just like Riccardo said, I'll kill anyone that touches my child. I don't care about the consequences to me. I've done what I wanted to do in my life. I'm not at the halfway mark. If I make the next half better for my children, great. But as God is my witness, I find out anybody touches my child, there's no cops. There's no one. There's me and them and hell. That's it.
Going to go Liam Neeson.
And that's what we need from every single parent in Australia to feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way the government will say either we do something or a lot of people are going to die. Because these people don't care about he might get the corona in jail.
That's right.
This person's going to be tracked down and murdered. So let's just be honest with the people and let's do something about it.
That's right. And this sort of reminds me of that quote, and I think this is the difference between us and them. It's that a society grows great when its men plant trees and do not sit in the shade in which it gives off later on. We're not doing these things for us. You guys are doing it for me. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm in Gen Z. I'm a young man, 23, but you're doing it for your kids, you know? I'm doing it for my kids because I think that these repercussions, they're going to see it as well. Kids I haven't had yet. Kids that I don't think I should have until these problems are put right.
I can understand where Riccardo coming from. Really, I can.
Yeah.
He's a man that at a young age signed up to defend Australia. And again, I don't give credit unless credit is due. Wanted to defend Australia, and off he went and did his campaigns and followed orders and worked his way up the ranks till he became the leader of the men that he was, you know, asking them to do things, right? Only to come back and find out the nation he was defending is led by a bunch of men who don't give a rat's ass about his children. This is why. This is the men that we need. Not these blokes. Men that have, I'll take a bullet for Australia. But how many men out there are willing to take a bullet for their children? That's the question I want to know. I know Riccardo would. I can see it in his eyes. Maybe that's an Italian thing. Maybe it's a Lebanese thing.
Don't stare too long. Yeah.
But I want everybody to know, I want it to become an Australian thing where nobody can protect you. It's not about me. I know for a fact if I go to jail, I'll probably visit a few mates.
Yeah.
It doesn't worry me, jail.
Yeah.
What worries me is what happened to my kids. And I know that if we get behind Riccardo, You're not getting behind a cards player that sits on the table and does a poker face and pretends. This is legit. This guy will defend your children and he'll make people pay for it. If you want that, jump on board. If you don't, find yourself a nice little corner when we come for you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of coppers, straight coppers, good coppers, and they just can't wait. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. They can't wait to be let off the leash. Go get the pedophile politicians. Go get the pedophile judges. Go get the pedophile lawyers. We'll build the prisons. You fill them.
Yeah.
The cops can't wait.
Yeah.
They are so looking forward to it.
Yeah. You're just going to give them the nod. That's going to be interesting. I think one of the issues that relate to our